Well, we are back once again, friends, for this 29th edition of the Torch News Roundup, where we take a look at some of the goings-on in superhero and sci-fi media. This is probably another somewhat belated look at news, since I had to shelve the news roundup for a couple of weeks for the Wonder Woman retrospective video I just finished, so be sure to check that out if you're so inclined. I still want to give my 2 cents on some of these items, so here we go. The FreeForm Network's Cloak and Dagger series is being delayed for next year. Expect to see the crime-fighting pair on the small screen by winter 2018. Still not sure what to expect from this series. I'm guessing it's going to be more in the teen drama vein than anything else, but I'm still remaining cautiously optimistic. Angela Bassett has been cast as Black Panther's mom in the widely anticipated upcoming Black Panther solo film. Angela has already played Amanda Waller in the Green Lantern film starring Ryan Reynolds, and she also had one of her earliest roles in one of the episodes of the original Flash series in the 90s. Emilia Clarke has been cast in an undisclosed role in the young Han Solo prequel that's set to begin shooting early next year. I don't know a whole lot about her. I don't really watch Game of Thrones. I think the role I'm most concerned about for this film is the leading lady role. I don't really see Han with somebody besides Princess Leia, so it's going to be odd seeing him romancing somebody else. She might be better suited as a romantic foil for Lando, so we can see some of his smoothness on display for the first time, chronologically speaking, in the Star Wars universe. The biggest news is probably the announcement of the new Inhumans series being planned by Marvel. Marvel shelved plans for a 2020 feature film starring the Inhumans in favor of bringing them to the small screen. But they will still be appearing on the big screen. Marvel has set the first 2 episodes together for a 2-week run in IMAX theaters worldwide beginning September 1st, before ABC premieres the 8-episode weekly ABC series on September 26, 2017, with exclusive extra content which can be only seen there. Now, despite the series airing on ABC, word has it that they'll have nothing to do with the Inhumans that have been cropping up on the most recent seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This series will deal with Black Bolt and the royal family of Inhumans. I'm really looking forward to it, but I've always associated the Inhumans with the Fantastic Four. So with Fox owning the rights to the Fantastic Four, we won't be seeing any Johnnie Storm Crystal action. And since Age of Ultron killed off Quicksilver, we won't be seeing any Quicksilver Crystal action. But time will tell. Paramount Pictures have acquired the rights to the Green Hornet and have started preliminary work on developing a reboot with Gavin O'Connor attached to direct. O'Connor said in a press release, "With the rights now in our loving hands, I'm beyond excited to bring the Green Hornet into the 21st century in a meaningful and relevant way, modernizing it and making it accessible to a whole new generation. My intention is to bring a gravitas to the Green Hornet that wipes away the camp and kitsch of the previous iteration. I want to re-mythologize the Green Hornet in a contemporary context, with an emphasis on story and character, while at the same time incorporating themes that speak to my heart. I've been wanting to make this movie and create this franchise since I've wanted to make movies. As a kid, when most of my friends were into Superman and Batman, there was only one superhero who held my interest, the Green Hornet." Unquote. Well, as a fan of the classic series starring Van Williams and Bruce Lee, I'm glad to hear the film is in the hands of somebody who respects the material, unlike the 2011 version, which starred Seth Rogen. I've always liked the characters of the Green Hornet and Kato, and if done right, it could become an impressive franchise. And finally, we have the Justice League Dark trailer that came out a few weeks ago, and it's rated R. I'm sure many of you by now are aware that I dislike the concept of superhero properties being given the R-rated treatment, and it's being rated R for some disturbing images, unquote. I'm surprised that it showcases the original Justice League for some of the action. Particularly Batman seems to have a pretty big role here. So it appears Etrigan, Deadman, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, in a very lackluster costume, I might add, join Matt Ryan's John Constantine as the Justice League Dark. The trailer doesn't tell us a whole lot, but apparently some demonic invasion takes over ordinary citizens, leading to an all-out panic. The film is due for release on DVD and Blu-ray next year. So that's about all we have time for on this edition of the Torch News Roundup. Let me know what you think about the new Justice League Dark trailer and the upcoming Inhumans series. And who do you think Emilia Clarke is playing in the upcoming young Han Solo movie? As for our last poll of the week question, we asked, who is Prometheus on Arrow? 8% of you said it's Quentin Lance. In third place, 17% think it's Dolph Lundgren's Konstantin Kovar. In second place, 25% believe it's the return of Tommy Merlin. And in first place, 50% believe it's Felicity's new beau. Whatever his name is. I'm kinda hoping it's Tommy, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Kovar, since they always try to tie the flashbacks into the present-day story in some way. You can vote in this week's Poll of the Week question by going to my Twitter page in the link in the description below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you're so inclined. It's always much appreciated. This is Johnny Torch reminding you once again, keep that flame burning brightly, and I'll be with you again real soon.